My very special guest today is my friend and leading political figure in Barbados. We're going to talk a little bit about his first ministerial appointment and the work that he did there, which I know probably took a few years off of his life. But none other than Wilfred Abrahams, attorney at law and minister in the cabinet of Mia Amor Motley.
From the constituency of Christchurch East, Wilfred Abrahams.
This was your second attempt to be elected, and you were successful this time around. You ran in a constituency that doesn't really belong to anybody, in my opinion. You have to really work to make it yours. So it's a constituency that has flip-flopped quite a bit, and a couple of big names have gone down in that constituency in the past too as well. It's a riding that is a mix of both middle and lower income and so on. So what is it like to be, first of all, in a riding like that as opposed to a fortressy? What is different?
Well, it keeps you honest, it keeps you on your toes, and it keeps you engaged. Christchurch East is what they call a bellwether constituency. It has never been in opposition. So really and truly, my fortunes or the fortunes of the MP in Christchurch East rise or fall with the government. This does not mean that you can rely on the government, because Christchurch East people are accustomed to hands-on attention from their MPs. So it is not the constituency for the faint of heart. It's not the constituency for the persons who wish to succeed and then lay back. It is that constituency that you actually need to engage your constituents. You need to stay on top of things. And if you want the constituency that defines the politician, then Christchurch is that constituency.
Now, you did well because you succeeded your second time out, and you won convincingly. You took out a frontline member of the former government, and as a first-time parliamentarian, you were immediately thrust into what had to have been, other than probably finance, the most difficult and challenging job in the country. And I, as my friend, I didn't see you during that period, but you went to work. And let's just reset where we were at that point in time. We had a massive problem with sewage on the south coast.
As a matter of extreme urgency, we are going to declare it a crisis situation.
So Wilfred, I don't know if you've ever had a chance to talk about that experience, but that was the kind of experience, in my opinion, that would either make you or break you.
That, if I'm entirely honest with you, I spoke to my wife and I said to her, she said, are you going to be a minister? I said, I don't know, I have no say in it. And if I am a minister, then I have no say in where I want to go. She said, but where do you want to go? Well, I'm not going to say anything. I know where I wanted to go, but I know that was not available for me at the time. And I said that it's a lot less where I want to go and where I do not want to go. I do not want to go to water or to have to deal with that mess on the south coast. Right? I said anything but that. Then, you know how it goes. You're waiting for the call, but pretending you're not waiting. You're basking in the election victory. Well, that call came to me like a day and a half later. I'm not going to impersonate the Prime Minister's voice, but get myself in trouble for that. But it went along the lines of, hey, Wilfred, hey, PM. I actually said Mia, but I caught myself. Yeah. She was no longer Mia, she was PM. I'm going to call her, address her properly. And she said, you're a valuable member of my team. Right? I said, thank you, Prime Minister. And she goes, I would like to make you a minister. So I'm like, okay, so take that box. Then she said, I see you as a person who gets things done, and I have a lot of faith in you and a lot of trust in you, and I honestly believe if I give you a task, right, then you're going to get it done. So Barbados is pushing to embrace renewable energy. So I would like to make you my Minister of Energy. I said, oh, well, Prime Minister. I said, Prime Minister, thank you so much. I am so pleased. I said, she goes, well, you actually sound pleased. I said, well, I was actually afraid that you might put me in charge of water. She goes, well, that's part of your ministry. So I told you I want to be minister for energy, but that mess on the South Coast got to be dealt with. My concern is with the people who actually use the beach. I'm a beach goer. I don't want to be in water, diving and swimming with my children and playing and not know what's going on. This is the most important thing affecting Barbados right now. I said, Prime Minister, this is a real problem. And she goes, and it requires immediate attention. I said, Prime Minister, I put everything behind it. She said, I want that mess off of the South Coast within 14 days. I said, pardon me, Prime Minister. I said, Prime Minister, it's been going for 3 years. She goes, yes, you have 14 days. Get it off the street in 14 days. And that was my baptism into ministerial appointments. Woo!
Well, you came out on top, and I think the country owes you
smelling like roses.
Smelling like roses, yeah. But the country does owe you a debt of gratitude, and of course, the Prime Minister for having the foresight to put you in charge of that. Obviously, she wanted somebody with energy and passion, and she knew that you were the man for the job. When you started out in your career as an attorney, did you have politics on your horizon?
Sandy actually blackmailed me into politics. She said to me, look, there's somebody who wants me to meet. So she took me to see Mia, who I know from being a lawyer, but I not know her in the capacity as leader opposition. And I remember Mia asking, like, how convinced are you with this? So of course I had to say I was convinced, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense for me to be there. She goes, do you have the fire in your belly? I said, yes. She goes, that does not sound like fire. Do you have the fire in your belly? I said, Mia, my fire burns a little bit differently to yours. It's there. And she said to me, let us see what we can do for you. And then right after that, Reggie Farley indicated that he wasn't interested in running anymore. So that is living in the constituency next door to the one where I grew up. And the rest is history. But having said that, I believe in a higher calling. And I believe that when you've been fortunate, you've been blessed, Barbados has given me a lot. It's given me free education, thanks to the Barbados Labour Party. Well, thanks to Errol Barrow, and then the Barbados Labour Party. I haven't made that shameless plug. But Barbados has given me a lot. Barbados has made me who I am. I believe that I am obligated and soul bound to give back as much as I can give to the country and to the people who have made me who I am.
I think that's a good note, a nice positive note on which to end. And Wilfred, I want to thank you for giving us some insights into your own life and your own experiences and your passions. I mean, you hear the passion. Whenever you speak, one of the things I always think with you is the passion. The passion always comes through. So thank you for sharing that with us this morning and today here on the Red Couch.
Thank you for having me.
Our special guest on the Red Couch, Wilfred Abrahams.